So going squatching.
We're going squatching, bitches. My episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a road trip episode.
I had a road trip episode, but it's only one road trip. Season 15, episode 1.
Great.
Damn it. Damn you.
Still a road trip.
Damn you. I was trying to keep it straight. Season 15, episode 1, The Mysteries of Nan-Madol.
Oh.
Yeah, I picked this one for multiple reasons. One, because it's basically a whole Giorgio Tsoukalos episode.
I just thought, I picked these for multiple episodes. Reason 1, we didn't do it yet.
True. Wow, episode opens.
Yeah.
Giant walls of volcanic rock rising from the sea greets us as the episode opens. How and why are these massive structures there? This episode, we join Giorgio Tsoukalos and David Childress on their journey to the ruins of Nan-Madol in search of answers for themselves, because they're going to go there and they're going to figure shit out.
They're fucking boots on the
ready.
ground.
Will they solve the mystery of one of the world's most baffling sights? Well, let's get into it.
All right.
Before the road trip, they want to do a little backstory. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
right?
you got to get the background.
Absolutely. In January 1836, in the Pacific Ocean, one of the first expeditions to reach the remote shores of the Micronesian island of Pohnpei made landfall. Pohnpei. P-O-H-N-P. I didn't even know there was a difference from Pompeii and Pohnpei.
Pohnpei and Pompeii.
Fucking, I'm watching this like, damn, I really thought it was P-O-M-P-E-I. What the fuck? Oh, that's a different island. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, Pohnpei, if I say Pom, it's Pon, sorry, is located roughly 2,500 miles northeast of Australia, and the expedition was captained by a man named Dr. Campbell.
Dr. Campbell.
Dr. Campbell speculated that the structures were at least as old as the ancient Egyptian pyramids.
Okay.
And maybe, or not maybe, and made by great men. Very insightful.
And women.
No. Great men. He said great men. Not gray men, but great men.
Wow.
Could be gray men.
Could be great men.
Oh, now we're just getting a tangled weave of webs, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the earliest accounts of what would later be known as Nan-Madol.
Okay.
I think they said that about 4 times.
Sweet.
There. Anyways.
How do you spell that for me?
N-A-N.
Yep. Oh, I already fucked it up. Go ahead.
N-A-N-M-A-D-O-L.
It auto good. Yep.
Whoop. Let me guess. You did N-O-M.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Nan-Madol is an 11 square foot mile complex made up of over 100 man-made islands on top of a submerged coral reef. Archaeologists estimate that to make this site, it took more than 200 million tons of basalt rock. Some of the rocks alone weighed up to 50 tons, as we'll find out later.
I gotta tell you, I've never seen this before, and this is really fucking cool.
It is. They're all man-made.
Damn, that's fucking cool as shit. I'm sorry, continue. I'm excited.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to keep going. Much of Nan-Madol is hidden underneath dense vegetation, which makes it appear that the edge of Pohnpei stretches further into the ocean than it actually does.
Mm-hmm.
We start the episode with the normal run-through of everyone's opinion, okay? Felicia Beardsley. I like that name, so that's why I added her. Beardsley. You're Beardsley.
The beard.
The beard. That's right. The beard. She's talking about how there were pilots that were flying over that part of the Pacific during World War II. They would look out their windows and see what they described as the Venice of the Pacific. That's all she had to offer. That's how it got its nickname, Venice of the Pacific.
Oh, that's cool.
Giorgio Tsoukalos chimes in.
There he is.
Looks like his mullet. Seriously looks like he has a mullet here. No shit. There is, and there was at least 600 miles of open ocean surrounding the island on all sides. You have to wonder why this megalithic structure in the middle of nowhere exists in the first place.
Why?
He never answers.
He never answers.
Bruce Fenton, questions why they need a structure this size in the middle of nowhere. They're really like drilling home in the middle of nowhere.
Because there's people fucking living there.
No. Take your realistic hat off and let's put our conspiracy hats on. Historians attributed the construction to the Tsoukalos dynasty that inhabits, I don't know if they still do so, inhabited the island between 1100 and 1628 AD. This has been a source of controversy, as many believe. The dating of the structures is hard to determine. They are dating it based off of core rubble that is there, but David Childress believes that it was just the last repair work on the city that was done, and that the city is much older than that.
Oh.
William Henry chimes in. They left no records, no literature, no art, no history, nothing that suggests they had any advanced technology or mathematics that would help them build this archaeological wonder.
This place is in rubbles and in shambles. How come these cloth tapestry paintings did not survive past his rocks?
Right? Back to early 2019. A group of scientists did the first ever LiDAR scan of Nan-Madol.
LiDAR's awesome.
LiDAR uses laser pulses. Yeah. Laser wave pulses. I don't know how to say that. To create a 3D representation of an area, and you can kind of get into cracks and crevices that you couldn't otherwise get into. Some people need that for the shower.
Tangent about that. Sorry.
The shower or LiDAR?
Both fit. I'll start with the LiDAR. Did you see that they've been doing that over top of the rainforest, and they found like literal hundreds of thousands of miles of ruins from the Aztec and or Maya empires?
I did not see that.
Yeah, just with the rainforest overgrown on top of it, they had like intricate road systems and multiple giant cities. It's really cool. So check that out sometime. I feel like I diverted away from the mic there.
It's okay. You sounded good.
But anyway, so the LiDAR stuff's really cool.
Well, in this case, the LiDAR results indicate that there is a specially designed irrigation system for the people. And who would build this?
I don't know.
They didn't answer that either. Now we go on to the expedition. Giorgio and David go on their expedition.
Sweet.
September of 2019. So later in the year, Giorgio and David Childress, I'm sorry, we're not on a first name basis. Giorgio Tsoukalos and David Childress were so intrigued by the recent LiDAR results that they decided to go to Nan-Madol to have a look for themselves. Oh. Now, we're going to cut to them driving in a car. They're both just silently driving, and they look like a married couple that just had a fucking argument. Then it followed by a shot of them.
David Hatcher Childress. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
They were a married couple.
It kind of was. Yeah. They were just like. So.
I told you to take a right there.
I know. Motherfucker. Never get out to ask for directions. I knew where I was going, okay? Then this was followed by a shot of them exiting the vehicle on arrival to wherever they were going.
Okay.
They were meeting a guy. We'll get there. So as they're exiting, you hear David say, "Here we are." And then Giorgio says, with absolutely no enthusiasm at all, "It's exciting." It seriously was just like the most like, "Here we are. It's exciting." Wow. Excited for this.
It's like it's built into their contract. They need one field trip episode. Yeah. And this was the one. And he's like, fucking, I wanted to go to fucking Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
It's the god. Fuck.
This is David's This is Giorgio's first time in Nan-Madol.
Oh.
And this is David's 5th time visiting the site.
You can tell he likes it.
He hardcore likes it, but he hasn't been here for a while. They met their guide, Gus Kohler, to start their journey. That's where they were going. Giorgio says he's waited 30 years to visit Nan-Madol and can't wait to see it for himself. And what better guide than David Childress?
Great. I've waited 27 years to go to the North Pole. It's just because I haven't gone yet.
What I love about this whole thing, this motherfucker's probably rich. He does a fucking show on this, and he waited 30 years to go. Just go. Just go.
Well, that's my point I'm making. If you haven't gone somewhere yet, doesn't mean you've waited that long to go. If you weren't intending to go there.
I really want to go, but I got to wait for the right moment, and I need David Childress to guide me, even though we're getting a guide to guide us. So why is David... Anyways.
Come over here. Look at this rock. This is my favorite rock.
Old Bessie Lou, I call her. Slap that rock ass. But now we cue David Childress's monologue after he's the greatest tour guide. Nan Madol is the eighth wonder of the world. Now my question is, how many fucking eighth wonders in the world are there? Every episode, this is the eighth wonder of the world.
There's at least 8.
You would think, but I've counted like 24 in just the 4 episodes I've done. One of the most amazing megalithic sites he's ever seen, but it's very little known about. Mm-hmm. That's a weird way of ending that sentence.
Great.
Don't care. They ask Gus what archaeologists that come here say in response to how it was built.
Yeah.
What's their opinions?
No.
Anything, right? His response, everyone has different theories.
Great.
Thank you, Gus. That was great. Great.
Gus, what do you think about the pyramids of Egypt?
Everyone has their own theories.
Great.
Yeah. Incredible.
Good input. How are we going to stretch this for 3 minutes?
Everyone has their theories. Well, we then go into mainstream scholars. According to mainstream scholars, bamboo rafts were used to transport the blocks used for construction. Blocks. By blocks, I meant to say rocks. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Gus states that his has... I think I forgot a T. Gus states that this has been tested and has failed multiple times. Even the smallest rock used sinks the raft.
Really?
Incredible.
That's weird. Buoyancy usually is pretty sound.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about tons. Think of a bamboo raft the size of, maybe twice the size of this room.
Of Mexico.
And you got, what the fuck? Twice the size of this room.
Yeah.
And you got this multi-ton rock just on it. Do you think it's going to be held up?
No, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the science.
I don't know buoyancy science, relativity of...
But
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
That's Pythagorean theorem. Buoyancy science is usually pretty sound.
Nah, it's not.
I don't know.
Well, as they approach Nan Madol now, they show the massive rocks piled on top of each other, forming the seawall, which is actually really incredible.
I think I'm looking at that one.
Yeah, how they got all these huge rocks piled on top of each other in water.
Yes.
If it was built while there was water.
Yes.
More on that later.
Spoil.
Little side note for me, I said, it is interesting to think about how primitive civilizations could transport, lift, and build a structure, and multiple artifacts. I didn't mean artifacts. Multiple artificial islands like this. Because it really is incredible to think. Whether they did it or whatever the fuck your theory is, it's still incredible.
It is. Now,
same with the pyramids, same with anything that's huge in Stonehenge and Machu Picchu.
Exactly. The thing that I notice about this is that the rocks they're using as building blocks are not uniform in shape.
No.
It is like they have just found the right ones. Now, granted, they're giant rocks. But I don't know what's more astonishing. I guess it's both equally incredible. The fact that they found all of these rocks and made them work into this cool-looking giant wall and structure.
Which we'll get into.
Or the fact that, like, in Egypt, they have all these perfectly cut rocks that they made into a giant structure. They're both fascinating.
So now we're going to go to a cut. We cut to Rufino Mauricio. That's on Mauricio.
The fifth Ninja Turtle.
Exactly. There's Raphael and there's Rufino. Doctor, no. He's the director of National Archives for the federal states of Micronesia, national government. Okay. That's a title right there, right?
It is.
Who are you? I'm the director of National Archives for the federal states of Micronesia's national government.
Sweet.
Now 8's in. Why the hell did I write now 8's in?
It's like the SHIELD acronym.
What the fuck? Yeah. Anyways, his quote. The existence of Nan Madol itself continues to puzzle the people because it welcomes all the possibilities, including possibilities of the people from the outer space influencing what was built here. That was his quote. I mean,
I believe you.
yeah, now we're on site.
Sweet.
And we're joined by UCLA professor of structural engineer, Dr. Henry Burton. He's going to bring his modern perspective of structure. Structural design is what I meant to say.
Sweet.
Yeah. Childress.
Sound.
It's pretty good.
Catch you guys.
That's a big rock, Jim.
Checks in the mail.